Nathan Zegura here with a special edition of the 2-Minute Drill brought to you by University Hospitals. Very happy to be joined by one of the greats to ever play the game at the wide receiver position, Steve Smith. And Steve, first of all, welcome to Cleveland.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right, Jarvis Landry comes in. He's set the NFL record in most catches in his first 4 years. What does he bring to this Browns team?
He brings a toughness, a guy who's going to attack the ball, a guy who wants to win, who desires more out of himself, and also the people around him. So I look forward to watching him play.
And how, when you have a guy like that in the room, because I imagine you were that guy in a lot of the receiver rooms you were in, how can that help a young guy like Corey Coleman entering his third season, a former first-round pick who hasn't had the success that he wants so far?
I think it'll help him a lot. He'll have a guy he can understand, he can learn from. The unfortunate part is Corey's had a lot of younger players or guys that are his age around him, and so that's kind of difficult when you have someone older. You get to watch them and you get to observe, doesn't it? You don't always have to talk to them, but you just got to observe, and those actions speak louder than words.
When you come out to a camp like this, and I know you've been going all around the country on Training Camp Live on NFL Network, what do you watch in practice, especially when you're watching wide receivers?
So I watch the wide receivers. I watch, first of all, I watch their stance, their hand movement. Are they getting off the jam? Are they aggressive? Are they aggressive catching the ball? How are they getting in and out of breaks? Listen to the coaching for the wide receiver coach, hear what he's telling them, and then I watch the quarterbacks. I'm very hard on quarterbacks because sometimes they don't get held to that higher standard that the other people are. So I like to watch those guys and understand really the scheme, the relationships. And then I love watching the DB, seeing how the one-on-one, seeing how they go. So just watching everybody around the quarterback, the playmakers, to see how well they work together and what they're working on.
If there's one trait that you've identified through your playing career or being around the other great receivers in the National Football League that all of the greats have, what is it?
This may sound like a rhetorical answer, but how does a guy catch the ball? Is he a natural hands catcher, or is he fighting the ball when he catches it? And that will tell me what kind of receiver he is. And there's certain routes and there's certain positions. When you see a guy catch the ball, you can tell immediately he's not a pure hands catcher. That means he's a good wide receiver or a great wide receiver, but he has to work on it a lot. There's some guys out there that it's effortless. And so that's one of the big things I always watch.
Steve, appreciate the time and happy to have you out here at Browns Camp.
All right, thank you.
All right, that's a 2-Minute Drill brought to you by University Hospitals.